Alright, so we're going to do a collage of this Cocker Spaniel, and today I'm just going to base coat him, and I'm going to start with the background. I'm going to use melon, little worn penny, and a little berry. Mix that up. Should have a... It's a little too peachy, so I'm going to add some more paint to it. I'm going to add some dragon fruit, which is pink, just to brighten it up. And maybe even some... It's not my color pink, but it is kind of what's in our house. And this is just a base coat. I think there's silicone in my water now. It feels oily when I'm brushing on the paint. And I'm not worried about the edges of the dog because he's going to get base coated. And, you know, this paint's so ugly, I don't even think I'm going to save it. Wipe that up. It's pretty ugly. I think I'm going to let this dry just a little bit and add a little bit more of the dazzling berry on top of it. To give it a prettier color. She has burgundies and greens. Her house is real Victorian. It's not my colors. Alright, let's get rid of that. In fact, I think I'll put green down here on the cushion instead of and I'm going to add some black, raw umber, and grab the black. I'm going to add some carbon black to this leftover berry. And just put this in the dark. Most of that won't show anyways. It's actually kind of a pretty color. Kind of an eggplant. Okay. Yeah, much less Pepto. I don't have a lot of pinks because I don't like pink, which I know makes Eileen happy. Okay, get rid of that red because I don't want to use that red now. Let's get a green, gold, or I'm looking for the sap green. Alright, I'm going to put a little green gold and a little sap green and festive green in the dazzling metallics. And I'll definitely use some papers in here. To get a print on this dog bed. Is that Brandy's? Well, it's not Brandy, it's Bridget, I believe. She had a cocker named Brandy. Long time ago. That Bridget reminds me of. Okay. Luckily, she's a girl, so we can give her the eyelash treatment. Okay. We'll add a little more sap green to this. And darken the sides. All right, so let's set that aside, and let's get some tissue with some text, and I'm thinking this floral or this one. I do a little bit of both. Okay. And I'm going to put a little bit of black in here to really darken it. Mix with that. I want to try to get a real dark green. Because I'm thinking this could be on the green. It's kind of a licorice color. And then the light green will still show through once we put it on there. But it'll give it like a tone-on-tone texture of the dog bed. And we'll still see some of the writing. And y'all can't see it, but there is shimmer still in the paint. Okay. That's a good piece right there. Cut that off. Ah. Let that dry. I'll use the other stencil. And just stencil the same color. Get rid of the rest of it. Will be used on another project. Be good for grass or foreground. Oh, that's most of that pink. Let that dry. Set it to the side. Okay, get rid of that trash. I will tell you, I'm going to go through more trash sacks with the paint pours and throwing away the cups. Okay. Take a pencil, just kind of mark roughly the piece I want to cut out. Alright, cut just a little bit more here. That works pretty good. Hold that down there. Okay. Kind of going with the lines here. Right. That in there. This is where a white graphite pencil would help probably. That works there. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about it if it goes over the dog a little bit, because okay. I think that's good enough. We can piece in. All right. Glue. paint. Look at the worm. I don't know if I even want to know, Eileen. I think I'm going to put some dictionary print on the background today. Piece up here. All right, let's get some dictionary. Let's see. And then I think I'll put something over it that's kind of translucent. Let's see if the word dog or friend are in here. I have the page with dog. I can get it out of the book without tearing it up too bad. Okay. I'll put that up there. That's got dog on it. And then let's see if we can find friend. Well, the friend page is gone. Hi, CB. Well, this has got some more dog stuff, like dog days. So let's put that in that corner. And I don't care that the text is sideways. I'll probably put something over here, over in a minute. If I have something in burgundy or pink, let me see. I'm thinking more tissue. Oh yeah, look, we still have some of this. We'll just put it over that whole pink bit. We'll just tear it out where the dog and the put a piece right here. And we'll put a piece overlapped over here. All right, let's dry this. So I'm gonna turn on the heat gun. Yes, I did pour. I'll show you in just a minute. I think I can lift them up and show you without messing them up. Give that a chance to dry a little bit. Okay, so the first pour we did, oh, there's paper, just a second. Get rid of that paper. The first pour we did was Prussian blue with magicals, a marigold and splendid gold, dioxine purple with magicals, vivid olive green with magicals, buttercream with a white pearl dazzling metallic, quinacridone gold with magicals. They all had about 5 magicals in there. And so there's that one. I think it looks probably better that way or this way. More interesting. And I did get some good cells. The purple really is pretty with the buttermilk. And you can see the shimmers starting to show up in some places where the turquoise is and where the green is. And on the outlines of some of the dark blues. I think when it dries, we'll be able to see even better. So let me put that one down or over here. Then we took some leftover paint and poured it on watercolor paper. It will probably crack, I'm guessing. I don't know. We'll see. If it dries to a hard enough surface, I think it'll look pretty cool. And it's got some pour and a swipe. And it's got some pretty colors in it. And it's just on watercolor paper. But this was the one that I like the best. It's hard to get it all in the camera. And this one had magicals with iridescent medium, raw sienna by itself, another magicals with the ginger peach vivid, which I think will show up when it dries, like it's right in here and right in here. I think the magicals will show up more when it's dry. Then I had 2 of the teals from the magicals, an aquamarine, just paint, a citron green in the sea breeze, I think it was, just like a pale. I had several different blues, and then we swiped with some white to get some of the lacing and some of the cells. And I think this one, yeah, it's a little thick, I think, is the problem, CB, that it didn't get as thin in the middle as I think it probably should have. But I do think when this one is done drying, there's some skins on here I think I could peel off and use in this tray that are really pretty, because Let me see if I can move this and show you. Let me get the bumps off the bottom of this real quick. So let me see if I can move this gently off what it. See all this? I think that could make some pretty pulls of some acrylic skins because there's that beach color with some turquoise and there's some turquoise on top of the green. In fact, when I set this down, I think I'll intentionally flip it so if it continues to drip, it'll drip on the other color will drip. But I think this one turned out really pretty. And it was a double pour from like a dirty pour, not a flip cup. So I was real pleased with this one. And I did a little swiping. And my torch continued to give me problems, CB. And the new torch doesn't seem to want to stay on. So I think maybe I'm just torch impaired. All right, let me spray and clean up my hands a little bit before I touch Miss Bridget's picture again. Yeah, I like the beach one too. That's my favorite. I think those will sell well. I tried gloves, but I couldn't stand them. I had the dishwater kind gloves. They just were too cumbersome and too hot. So I'm going to have to break down and get some of the other kind of gloves. And I did record. I will put it on YouTube later. I just haven't had time. I had my paint already, so the pours went pretty fast. Because I mixed my paint while Carol was streaming. Okay. I should invest in stock of baby wipes. Alright, let me put some of these paints back that I'm done with. Okay, and let's get the puppy dog back. I'm pleased with the background. It's a little busy, but I think once it's matted, a lot of that will disappear. And you won't even really see it. So I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so I am going to take some of this acrylic dauber paint in yellow. Might as well. It's on my list to get rid of. It might not even be any good, and I've never used it. See, these dauber paints, I've never opened this and used it beyond once on the jelly plate. I didn't even use the dauber thing. And it's just dried up. So it's trash. I bet all those are. Good thing I got them at Tuesday morning and did not spend much money. Alright, so I'm going to put a little raw sienna, little buttermilk, Oh, bring home extra ones from school. This year they didn't bring baby wipes, so I don't have any extra. This is not coming out. This is a metallic gold from the fluid line. Okay. Mix that up. Just trying to get a base color for her. Kind of a caramel color. I'm pretty pleased with that. Okay. And then I'll find papers that I want to add to Miss Bridget. Yeah, she really is a good puppy. I have a feeling, no, I didn't. Thought maybe for a minute I messed up, but I didn't. Because my sketch of her is just really rapidly done and just some basic lines on tracing paper. She's got that cocker poof on her head. I bet Miss Tay Tay is fit to be tied out there. She's not crying anymore though. She may have think I'm not here at the house because Bob's gone. She may think, and I've been quiet in here. Okay. Put that paint up. All right. Let her her dry for a minute. Clean up. I'm hard on palette knives today. I'm not going to save that, I don't think, or anything. Let's clean brushes up here real quick. I don't think I'll use any more besides the glue brush right now. CB, did you see on one of the fluid pours, one of the girls was using the alcohol with the paints, and she used her torch, and she set the canvas on fire. She was outside. She was afraid she breathed in a bunch of fumes. She was freaked out. I don't blame her, but I don't know why anybody would. I guess you just forget that you're using alcohol, and you get used to the butane torch. You just grab it by instinct, I guess. Okay, now we need papers for him. And I have a bag of papers somewhere. I wasn't planning on doing this. This may be all the farther I take it today. Because I don't know where all those... I put a bunch of different beiges, jelly printed, scrapbook, in a baggie. That I was gathering. And of course now I can't find it. So I actually think I'm going to stop here because I got to find those before I can actually finish. So let me go ahead and stop the recording, and I'll call this part 1.